Good news, seller. It has been recently announced that the Fed will be holding their rates steadily by only having 3 cuts for the coming year in 2024, which means that what most of us are predicting could be coming true: lower interest rate, more borrowing ability, and better options to upgrade. Before you conclude that this is the verdict, I would like to challenge you to think on the contrary. What if the buyers out there are now waiting for the right timing to enter the market? Wouldn't this impact you as a seller to be equally stuck with your property? If you are wondering how to benefit from these market changes to meet your upgrading needs, stay till the end and I promise you will gain valuable insights on how to identify the right timing for your own property selection. Hi everyone, I'm Kelly from Live a Home SG. You know, I have recently observed a drastic change in the resale demand for this quarter. It used to be most sellers being positive about selling their property within 1 to 2 months. But now we are observing buyers taking a longer time to make decisions. What if I told you that these are all predictable? If you have watched my previous episode on Is this the end of the private resale market? You would have noticed that supply plays a significant part in enter and exit strategy. As you are watching this and wondering how to pick a right time to upgrade, I would like you to remember, perfect timing only exists if you understand how to spot an opportunity when others don't. Now, to understand how to spot an opportunity, let's look at the repeated trends. After the property crash in 2008 to 2009 due to Lehman Brothers, interest rates have been kept low, and this is the time the private resale market picked up and saw an 89% increase. In fact, those who took action by then could have benefited most from this healthy trend. For those who took a wait-and-see approach, may also see the prices inching up and resulting in higher purchase prices. Now, the most exciting part is those who took action in 2018 and 2019 when interest rates were highest and cooling measures were evident. They have seen their property gaining 37% within 3 years from 2020 to 2023. So, at this point of time, we are fully aware that the supply for this coming 2 years will be plentiful, with an estimate of 26,000 for TOP units and 90,000 for new launches. Wouldn't this slower market demand be predictable? Nonetheless, if you are a seller, I'm sure you wouldn't compromise your sale price and sell your unit cheap. On the other hand, here's where your opportunity may happen. As developers are restricted with newer rulings like the increase in ABSD from 25% to 35%, they may face high risk if they do not sell out their units within 5 years. Besides that, the increasing GLS to pump up supply to regulate the market is also not helping, as buyers are now having both options in resale and new launches. So let's take a look at those who took action when others are taking a wait-and-see approach. I would like to call this a first mover strategy. To better comprehend the first mover strategy, you will want to find those developers who were selling at almost break-even prices. One example could be Sterling Residences. In 2018, it was selling at a super conservative price of 1,006 to 1,007 PSF. Then, when it starts to transact in 2019 to 2023, you can see that most of the owners see a gain of minimally 200 to 300 PSF. In fact, some owners even make 400 to 500 per square feet gain, resulting in almost $500,000 of capital gains within a short holding period of 4 years plus. Another example you can see is Florence Residences. During launch, they did rather badly as most buyers were also unmotivated to take action. At that period, interest rates were high, cooling measures were in place, and people were concerned about COVID's uncertainty. Of course, the developer had to be careful in their pricing, which definitely benefited the buyers who entered at the initial stage, where their units were only 1,002 to 1,003 PSF. As the market begins to pick up in 2 years' time, buyers become more motivated, but they have now got to enter at 400 per square feet higher. If you do your sums, you will notice that those buyers who understood the first mover strategy and have taken action on that see themselves being able to capitalize on their property upgrading journey. Despite knowing that one of the most stable investments in Singapore is real estate, it does not give us any reason to buy on impulse. It is crucial to ensure you do your groundwork in checking developers' break-even prices, transaction records of pre and post-launch, and understand the supply and demand in that area you are looking at buying. Of course, as a seller, you can be feeling overwhelmed, especially when everyone's saying different things. What I wish to achieve for you is to be able to spot the right opportunity and learn how to leverage these markets to build your property portfolio. And if you would like to explore this further, you know where to find me. See you in my next episode of Property Talk lah.